worked at a company called JumpCut. And this same strategy I've used to grow a lot of my own videos and content. I have a photography channel that I did, and I made a video go so viral on it that I was almost kicked out of my MFA program, my master's in photography, because it was about how I got into that program, and it revealed everything. It was on F-Stoppers and PDN and all the big photography magazines, and it got me in a lot of trouble. So hopefully you don't get in trouble from using these methods, but I'll pretty much show everything from start to finish. So by the end of watching this, you should have a more clear picture on how to promote your video content. If you don't have a pre-existing list, if you don't have subscribers, if you have nothing to begin with, you'll be able to use this to amass an audience of people who will watch your content. Okay, with that said, by the way, if you're watching live, the audio is working, which is awesome. Any questions that you guys have, you can ask in the chat. I see that there's a bunch of people watching live right now, so I'll try my best to answer any questions. I'm also going to move kind of quickly through this video. Anyway, let's start from the top. So if you guys have seen H3H3, which is a really popular YouTube channel, maybe you saw this video called Lesbians Try Kissing Men. And that's what the video is. So this video was produced when I was working at a company called JumpCut, which made videos. Well, nowadays it teaches you how to make YouTube channels and it teaches Facebook ads and stuff like that. But at the time, it was a channel that taught you how to create a YouTube channel. They made their own YouTube channels. They made viral YouTube channels. And I remember one quarter, I sat down with Kong. I was the chief of staff at the time, and he was the CEO. I guess he still is the CEO. And the idea was to create a bunch of new YouTube channels and grow them. So that way we could show people that we have the capability to make a new channel from scratch and grow it very fast, so it has millions of views. We made a bunch of channels. One of them was a channel called Human Experiment, and that channel grew very fast and appeared everywhere, including somewhat recently last year, March 19th, 2019 on H3H3. And I found out about that because, well, first off, I watched the channel, but I also got a bunch of messages from people who were working at JumpCut when I wasn't working at JumpCut and said, dude, it's on H3H3. How crazy is that? One thing I won't be covering in this video is how to make content that has the capability to go viral, because that's different than, let's say, surgically and strategically how can I put this? Content has to have the capability to go viral. It needs to have emotion attached to it. It needs to satisfy, there's like a checklist of things that your videos have to be in order to go viral. No one knows what will or won't go viral, but assuming you hit all those check marks, you can use this process to help, let's say, stoke the fire, to help it grow. But this won't cover how to make your stuff go, how to be viral ready to begin with. It just helps get the process rolling, assuming your content is good. Content needs to be really good. So when I say good, I mean, it doesn't, like, this video is kind of stupid. Lesbians try kissing men. It's stupid, but it has a lot of emotion attached to it. People find it funny or interesting, whatever. So that I'm not going to go into. But okay, so anyway, let's see here. So this is the original video. This one is gay men try kissing women. This one is lesbians try kissing men. It has almost 24 million views at this point. And I remember when we were all sitting down in a boardroom together to figure out what our new channels were going to be, we talked about the idea of game shows. Like, I was watching a lot of Japanese game shows, so that was one of the things that I wrote down on my little list. Everyone has a little list, and we pulled them together and pulled ideas out. And I love Japanese funny game shows at the time, so we decided that we would make a YouTube channel that was about, like, game shows, but Americans instead of Japanese. And there's brainstorming, and this is one of the ideas of the video, Lesbian Try Kissing Men. So when we first launched all this, we put up a YouTube channel and we put on, I think, like 5 or 6 videos all at the same time. So there was enough content on the channel to interlink. But then comes the strategy called leapfrogging. So when you have your video and you have your channel, whatever channel it is, whether it's Facebook videos or YouTube videos, you know, you don't have to just like upload it and hope that people share it. That's actually really inefficient. There's lots of ways that you can promote your content to be shared. And one method that I use is called leapfrogging. So here's what leapfrogging is. You create a new video. It has 0 views, right? But it's on a topic. So this is about lesbians kissing men. So what you do is you can go on Facebook and you can find all of the Facebook pages and Facebook groups that are around lesbians and gay issues and LGBT, all that stuff. What you can do then is you can message them and either say like, hey, I made this video, or say, hey, I'm a fan of your page and I've been, you know, here for a while. I found this hilarious video online. I thought you might think it's funny. And when you do that in a systematic way, you'll find that a percentage of the people that you send it to, whether it's groups or pages, they will share it. Now, the important thing is not to start with the big dogs, not to go after like, you know, the largest publications. You want to target the really small groups that have like 100 people, or the small pages, like really small, because they'll be more apt to share the content. Now, the really cool thing is after you get these small groups and small pages to share the content, what you can then do is you can go to medium-sized groups or pages. And when you message them, instead of saying like, hey, you know, here's, you know, I'm this random dude messaging you out of the blue because I want something from you. I want you to share my stuff. It doesn't work so well. However, if you message them and say, hey, I'm in these, you know, 3 or 4 LGBT groups, and they're all posting this video, you guys need to see it. That changes it, because then it's like that page is missing out. And what you need to understand too about any Facebook page or any website that has news or current information is they're always monitoring smaller pages for what content is starting to spread so they can get the story. Definitely on Reddit. A lot of major news organizations watch Reddit, especially r/videos, for what content they're going to promote or poll or talk about, because it's like a wildfire. You know, it starts getting hot at the bottom, and then the bigger medium-sized blogs pick it up. And then when they start picking it up, the huge blogs see what the medium-sized blogs are picking up and they pick it up. So there's a natural progression of content going from the small, you know, to the medium to the large. It's very rare in the world of content marketing or content in general that content starts at one of the big, you know, upper level blogs or whatever. It doesn't happen. That only happens if you're already established. But if you're not established, you need to not take that strategy. You need to focus on the small blogs and the small Facebook pages and the small groups, and then you can use that as credibility and kind of basically you're hacking more or less the natural progression, right? You're artificially going in and posting it on the small groups. Then you're artificially going to the medium groups and pages and saying like, you know, I'm seeing this everywhere. You guys need to see this. So it's almost like they're discovering it. You know, you're kind of hidden in that way. You're not present, and you can push things forward. So for example, you know, here's this video. I also, when I joined all the Facebook groups and pages, I made sure to have multiple accounts, not just all my own account, but I had fake Facebook profile accounts that I contacted these groups and pages to post the videos on as well. So you can see this is back in 2015 when I was working at JumpCut. Oh, let me make this bigger. And these are just a few of the pages that I had contacted in groups, basically to ask them, you know, to watch this and to share it. So these are some of the bigger ones. So, my method, I tested a lot of methods. This one was just to say, hey, my name is Mark, and I launched a new YouTube channel. We have 2 videos that fit really great for your page. I link the videos, and if you have content that'd be good for your audience, let me know. If you have rates to post this content, let me know too. So when you're going after the big pages or the big groups to begin with, if you're not starting with the small ones first, then there's usually payment, right? You can offer to pay them a very small fee for them to post the video. And you only need one of these big pages to post it, right? Because if one posts it, then all of the others will post it too. But this method is less effective than you going in and doing the leapfrog technique. So let me show you the best way to do that leapfrog technique. So check this out. This is a database that I started making on different Facebook groups and different categories. So I'll start here. This was for a channel called Analog Process that I was doing for a little while, and it was basically like one of those, videos every day kind of thing. And I tested it for a while and stopped doing it just because it was too much work. But what I would do is I would go into Facebook. Let's say I did a video about food in Houston, okay, which I did. So what I could do is go in and find all the groups that are about food in Houston. So if you see right here, it's location, United States, state, Texas, city, Houston. Topic is food, location, food. The name of the group, whether it's a group or it's a page, and then a link to the group or page itself. Okay, and you can see I'm a member here. Then what I do is I will post whenever I make a new video. So for example, this video is my video on food in Houston. So it's just called Houston, nothing special there. Then what I would do is I would post that in that group, I would post a video that I made. So, this video, I took all the videos down, but whenever I'd release a new video, I'd find like, okay, here are all the categories of content it would make sense in. And you can see I check all of it off right here, right? Some of them would reject it. Some of them it would say like pending, so they wouldn't accept it yet. But by doing this and keeping the spreadsheet, whenever you have new content for your channel or whatever that comes out, you're constantly adding to this. And another thing that I typically do, I didn't do in this one, is I'll rank order the number of people in the groups, whether it's, 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people. And again, you always start with the smaller groups. And then when you message the larger groups, you include the links to the video in the smaller group rather than just like the video on your YouTube channel. Because frankly, people don't have the time for that. Damn, I missed that beginning. Hi, Mark. Hey, man. You'll be able to watch the replay. But again, like, for example, this is another database of blogs that I have. And this will have, this one I think is about Reddit. So on Reddit, you'll see the number of people in the community. The category, this is men's interest. This is comedy groups, and I think it's comedy groups or pages. These are comedy pages. Yeah, so this is comedy pages, the number of likes, the links to it, the price if they charge for posting content, and whether I message them or not in order to get my content on their stuff. So for example, this is called Mighty Duck. They have 2.5 million people who like the page. Well, now it's 6.9 million. So they're growing quite fast. But if you had a video that you think this audience would respond really well to, then these people will post it for $1,500, which sounds like a lot, but it is a lot. But you can find ones for much cheaper. Like this one is only 1.8 million likes, as opposed to that 6.9, but they only charge $20 to post up one of your videos. So if you made a funny video, they would repost it for $20, and some will do it for free. These are blogs, anime stuff. I don't know why I was looking at that. But anyway, oh, I know why. Okay, yeah, this was a funny video I did. But anyway, you can just contact them. And if the video is good, if it has the potential to go viral because it's funny, and you don't want to pay them, then again, all you need to do is start with the smallest groups and work your way up. And yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll do another live stream sometime where I'll show the exact messages that I sent to grow my video that almost got me kicked out of grad school. So I'll do that at some point. But effectively for this channel, The Human Experiment, this video grew so large, because yes, the content had the capability to go viral to begin with, but also because we approached small groups and pages, had them post it, contacted the larger pages, told them like, hey, you guys need to check this out. All these small pages are posting it. It's really funny. You should look at it. They repost it, and the fire just kind of spreads from there. Of course, on top of that, JumpCut also had the ability to pay some pages to post up videos, and they also had email lists and friends in the YouTube community who would, tell their audience like, hey, check out this funny video. So all of that kind of plays together. That's why this video got so big so fast. But if you're just, I don't know, blogging about, keto diets or something, then you would make a video that's really good to begin with. But once you have that done, you're basically going to go to all the small groups and post it up. Okay. Well, anyway, I think that's it. I just wanted to do a simple kind of quick video on how you can grow and promote your content easily and from scratch, utilizing Facebook groups and pages. All right, so if there's any questions, you guys can let me know. Also, the way you can let me know is by joining this Discord that I'm in. So it's called Data Driven White Hat SEO. It's an SEO channel about how to grow really any traffic, but especially web traffic. So I'd really recommend that you guys check this out. The way that you can join is by going to this link, which I'll post in the chat here. Yeah, it's in the chat. It'll be in the pinned comment too for the video, or for the replay at least. But yeah, come on in if you have any questions about growing your traffic. Let me know there. And for my own YouTube channel, if you guys like this kind of content, I've done a live stream, I think 2 days ago. I did one today. I might do one again at some point. It depends on what kind of feedback you guys give me on this, because it's totally a different type of content, but I think it's still useful. You guys can let me know. So I'll talk with you soon. Bye, guys.